As many of my wonderful fans know, every week at SankeyMagic.com, I feature some great deals, usually on 2 or 3 of my best-selling products. I bundle them up. You save 40, 50, 60%. I throw in free gifts, all that stuff. And I'm able to do that because I'm the creator, the manufacturer, the whole thing. Right now, I have those kinds of margins. I can do that and really try to show my fans how much I appreciate them through these special promotions. Having said all that, this week I'm doing a special promotion on my #1 best-selling mentalism project. It's called Mind Bending. So I thought to myself, why don't I get here on YouTube and give you guys a peek inside and in fact show you a full performance as well as a full explanation, a deep dive explanation of a particularly powerful mentalism effect. So I went through all the effects on the project and I thought, well, it could be this one. I performed this one. Haven't performed this one in a while, but it used to get great reactions, all that kind of thing. And then I thought, to heck with it. Why don't I share with you guys, perform and reveal the secrets to the #1 effect on the entire project that I performed the very most. Okay? You're going to really like this. It's a 3-level prediction. So you do 3 different predictions all in one effect. It's really, really strong. Okay? Now, as for the Mind Bending project, it's got 20 of my most performed, I think, ultimately strongest mentalism effects. Over the years, I've released 3 or 4 different collections. This is the best-selling one, all right? On the video today, along with the performance and the explanation, you're going to like the explanation because I reveal the secrets to a couple of sort of next-level card sleights. I know a lot of you are not going to be familiar with it. I'm going to reveal the secrets to that. I should mention, though, that on the project, the Mind Bending project, most of the effects are actually pretty simple. They're pretty basic handlings. There's a couple of knuckle busters, and I'm going to reveal one of those on today's video. Also on the video, I'm going to tell you a bit more about the promotion and a brand new contest for your chance to win some free magic merch and announce the winners from last week's contest as well. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. When magic students ask me for advice, I always tell them mix in a little mentalism with your magic. Because after you convince people you can read their minds, control their choices, and influence their memories, they'll often find magic more believable. During the past 20 years, I've created over 200 mentalism tricks, and the 20 effects I reveal on my Mind Bending project are some of my most performed effects. Simultaneous is an outstanding handling for the classic do as I do psychic trick, where your chosen card and the spectator's card perfectly match. The method is so clean and original, it's even fooled expert magicians. Trinity is a shocking combination of telepathy and 3-card Monty, and I love performing it for couples in bars. Our 3 names are written on slips of paper, and they're fairly mixed up. But when a spectator follows her hunches and guesses which paper belongs to which person, she's always right. On impulse is the ultimate psychic stop trick. As you deal through the pack, someone says stop 4 times in a row, and then you reveal the incredible power of their psychic impulses. Many of the tricks on the Mind Bending project emphasize audience involvement. And with solitary confinement, someone peeks at a card from a freshly shuffled pack. Then another spectator has 100% free choice to remove any card and slip it inside the card case. But later, when the card is removed from the case, it's found to be the exact same card the person was thinking of. And imagine removing 3 cards from a shuffled pack, having the spectator name any 3 cards, and all 3 cards are a perfect match. That's against all odds, and it creates the kind of inexplicable paranormal experience that people never forget. Make your magic more believable and add some of my best mentalism to your repertoire today. So that's Mind Bending. And I think that one of the reasons why it's been a best-selling product of mine for so long is because many effects are quite simple to do, just some basic sleights. So if you're just getting into mentalism, this pack is a great thing to start with, okay? You're gonna get a lot of value out of it. However, without further ado, let me show you now, let me perform for you what I believe is, at least for me, the #1 strongest effect on the entire project. I'm gonna perform it, then I'm gonna teach it, think you're going to really like it.
Number 1. Number 2. Number 3. 3 cards, any 3 cards are touched. The fairness is emphasized. I ask the spectator, please hold at your hands. They do. The spectator takes the 3 cards, and I say, I want you to take the cards, and I want you to mix them. Just keep mixing them. So the spectator continues to mix the cards. As the spectator continues, I say, you know, you can tell quite a lot about a person based on what they hide, what they keep, and what they give away. That's right. Hide, keep, give away. You're mixing up those cards. I'd like you to decide which one you want to keep. Without looking at the faces, just on an urge, which one do you want to keep? And let's say the spectator decides to keep one of the cards. Fine. They can put that in their pocket if they want. I say of the remaining 2 cards, I say again, we're down to hide, keep, give away. Of the remaining 2 cards, which of those 2 cards do you in fact want to hide? They hand me one. I take the card and I say, fine, we'll slip that somewhere in the middle of the pack, hidden. And I say, finally, the last one, of course, must be the one you want to give away, which they do. I say, I wrote a prediction down. Would someone please read it? They read it out loud. And first, of course, we find out in this case, the one they gave away was a black queen, the queen of clubs. The one they hid was a red ace. And finally, the one they decide to keep was a red 6. And my prediction reads, you will give away the queen, you will hide the ace, and you will keep the 6.
You are going to love the response you get with that trick. It works on so many levels. First, the emotional hook is so strong. And that's one of the big things with mentalism that people don't always keep in mind. With mentalism, typically, there's less to see than when you're doing magic tricks with cards and coins. So there's less visual appeal, which is why it has to have a very strong emotional appeal. And the trick I just performed does exactly that. Great emotion, great theater, not 1, not 2, but 3 different sort of predictions are revealed. And it's all the focus is on the spectator the entire time as well. So in a second, I'm going to show you exactly how I did that. But first, let me show you the free gift that I'm including with all orders for mind bending this week, okay? I promise you, you have never seen a combination of magic and mentalism like Sixth Sense. I've been working on Sixth Sense for 4 years, and I'm thrilled to finally be sharing it with my fans. And I guarantee you, it's unlike any other effect in your repertoire. Sixth Sense starts as an inexplicable prediction trick, but it ends with a reality-altering moment of pure magic. First, you introduce 6 letters printed on bright yellow cardstock. Next, you ask the spectator to give the letters a quick mix, deal them onto the table, and while your back is turned, take a peek at any one of the letters. After that, the spectator gathers them up and gives the letters one last mix. Then, you introduce a strip of cardstock and you slip each of the letters under a paperclip as you ask the audience, does anybody know a 6-letter word, 6 letters, that describes how a magician tries to make the audience feel? Yeah, that's right. Wonder. Which letter did you peek at? The N. I knew it. I knew it was going to be the N. Now, you might say, well, where's the proof on that? But look, here's the proof. Watch, 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 watch. Directly under the N, a red X. Now, I know what you're wondering, right? I know what you're wondering. I said wondering, yeah, I know what you're wondering. You're wondering if maybe there is a red X under all the other letters too. Well, if you think this prediction was mysterious, get ready to have your minds blown. Because under the other letters, there couldn't be a red X. There, in fact, couldn't be anything under any of the other letters because all the other letters are impossibly printed on this cardboard strip. And best of all, you can immediately hand out this very special strip of cardboard without any switches required, and both your hands are absolutely empty. You're gonna love performing Sixth Sense because it's so easy to do and it short circuits people's minds unlike anything else in your repertoire. So that is Sixth Sense, and I'm including it as a very special free gift this week only with this very special magic pack. Together, okay, Mind Bending, the DVD and the download, plus Sixth Sense, okay, with all the props you need together, their combined value of $60. But this week only, and only while supplies last, you can get everything for just $24.95. And now it's time to dive in to one of my most performed mentalism effects, hide, keep, and give away. There's so many things I like about this. I also am going to share with you the techniques behind it. There are several different kinds of sleights going on in this. We're going to do a deep dive on all of that. I think you're going to really enjoy learning the secrets.
This makes for a lovely opener because it gives you a chance to really interact with the audience. It also is a way to build up steam slowly. It's got the rule of 3. It's not sort of a bam, it's more of a tap, tap, tap kind of way to really set a tone to your show. For it, you're going to need a little piece of note paper with written on it, of course, you will give away the queen, hide the ace, and keep the 6. Okay, so that's my little slip of paper there. Now there is some setup on the deck, okay? It's a 5-card setup. 5-card setup. You've got 3 6s, any 3 6s in any order on the bottom of the pack, okay? You got 3 6s, in this case 6 of spades, hearts, and diamonds, but any 3 6s are on the bottom of the deck, all right? Now on top of the deck, I have an ace, again it can be any ace on top, and a queen, any queen second from the top. This is the kind of setup that you could get into in front of people. It's a 5-card setup, it's pretty casual because it's any 3 6s, any queen, any ace. However, that's a fair bit of finagling, so I prefer to use it as an opening effect, or if I'm going to use it as a closer, because it does have a certain power to it as a closer, I would do a deck switch. All right? Now here's the handling. I go through and I have any 3 cards touched, and of course we're going to use our beloved Vernon substitute transfer here. Any 3 cards are touched, I make sure they get to change their mind, go back and forth. I emphasize that these 3 cards are going to be the only 3 cards we use in this effect, so make sure you're certain about your choices. While spreading out the cards, I get a left pinky break above the bottom 3 cards just by spreading them out and closing the deck up. Now I'm going to do the Vernon substitute transfer, which we've already explained, but just as I just kick it to one side. All the 3 cards along the bottom are dragged forward beneath those 3 cards. Then I square the deck as I square and say, would you hold it your hands? I square the cards, hold it your hands, and I do the final switching out. Taking those 3 cards. Fine. I hand these 3 cards to the spectator. Now, I can, if I want, have them mix the cards behind their back. That, I think, adds a great deal. But sometimes what they do is they turn over the cards by accident, which is not what you want. They've got the 3 6s, one way or the other, whether in front of them or behind them, have them mix them up as much as they want, and then they're going to keep one. Now note, I prefer to have the cards selected before. After the cards selected and while they're mixing is when I like to do sort of the presentational, the core presentational part of the effect, mentioning that you can tell a lot by a person based on what they keep, what they give away, and what they hide. Now, while they're mixing up, you're going to do the secret work here.
We're going to get back to the exclusive explanation here on YouTube of that very cool mentalism trick in just a moment. But first, I want to give you a chance to win some free magic merch, all right? On my videos, I give away magic merchandise pretty much every week, and you can find it all at SankeyMagic.com, all right? And this week, I want to give away Traveler. Traveler is a torn and restored effect, but it doesn't use playing cards, doesn't use dollar bills. It uses postcards, full-color postcards from different cities all over the world. You're going to really like it. Easy to do, super visual, great for close-up, great for stand-up. That is Traveler, and here's your chance to win. You have to answer the question of the week and just post your comment down below. Post your answer down below this video. The question is this. Since we're looking at the psychology of things in the mentalism effect regarding hide, keep, and give away, if you could give away anything in the world to someone, not yourself, sorry, you have to give it away, what would it be and who would you give it to? Now, a lot of you are probably going to mention someone in your own family and a lot of money. I get it, but There'll be definitely, if you're a little bit more original or unusual or creative, definitely that affects the odds of you winning the prizes here on the channel, okay? Just so you know. So leave a comment down below for your chance to win Traveler, and tell me, what would you give away to somebody if you could give away anything in the world to somebody, and who would you give it away to? And here are the winners of last week's contest, okay? Last week I was giving away my Don't Blink project. It's all about different card changes, techniques I've been using for many years, called Don't Blink. 12 of you won. As always, if I say your name right now, just send an email to my team. Just send the email to, the address is contact@sankeymagic.com. Send the email. Let them know your real name for the shipping, right? Real name, your YouTube name, your shipping address, and they will ship this out to you. It's called Don't Blink. As always, you can check it out at sankeymagic.com. Here we go. Paul Kane, Kayne. Troy Crofts. Donj Moose, this is hard. Donj, okay? And then it's Mooss, almost like Moose. Donj Moose, okay? Ross Richardson. XELA Noid. So it's XELA Noid. Then Vilik 88, VILQ 88. You won. Louise Sarchez, LUIZ. Louise Sarchez. Octo Creeper. He's creeping. He's getting closer. He's like an octopus. He's an octo creeper. You won. Colvin Wellborn. Look at that. One doctor talking to another. Just coming out of the delivery room, I guess. Man, that kid, he was well born. I mean, it's not sloppy. It was good. Colvin Wellborn. Isaac Lopez. Grant. Amen. AMEN. Grant. Amen. And then finally, Jay, love that first name. This last one is hard. Fehilly. Felily. I gotta go see a doctor right now, actually. Anyway, you guys all won. Contact my team. Congratulations, guys.
Here's the secret work. I do a riffle pass. I pass the top card to the bottom of the deck. One gesture, riffle, and it goes. All right? Let me show you that again. Riffle pass. Here, slow motion, I'm going to pull down and reverse that card in the bottom. Now, of course, there's lots of ways to reverse a card. This is just my preferred way, okay? And again, you pull the card down and around to the side, and you're there. Performance speed, in case anybody's burning your hands, it looks like this. Just riffle the pack, you're done. Very little to see, and ideally you do it on the offbeat while people are focused elsewhere. The second part of the setup, this gives you your ace reversed on the bottom. Second part of the setup is a one-hand, very momentary top palm, okay? I'm going to palm the queen off the deck. Now you can do a two-hand palm if you want, bringing the hands together and using the left thumb to push that card off and then taking it into the right-hand palm. Once you've got the card palmed, cut the pack. Cut the pack, then square the cards and leave the queen on top. What this means is you've been able to keep the queen on top the entire time. You've got the ace face up in the middle and you're set to go. Let's say they decide to keep one or they hand you one, whichever, of course, they're all sixes. So whichever one they hand, I turn the deck over. I get a pinky break under the top face-up card, and I'm going to do Marlowe's tilt, where it looks like whatever card they gave me, I'm going to put in the middle of the deck. Okay? Of course, what I do is I actually poke the back of the deck with the card, out jogging one of the cards. You want to be careful here that you don't, once in a blue moon, hit the already face-down card. That's no fun. And then, having hit that one, of course, I then actually slip it into a position second from the top. It's going in second from the top, a la the Marlowe technique. All right? Square the cards up, turn the deck over. Say, fine, that's the card you're hiding. Which card do you want to give away? Again, they hand me one, and they hand me this one. Now, you have to switch this one for the queen. In performance with an audience, when there's lots of natural misdirection, as I gesture towards people, I'll often do a top change. I find top change at this point is nice because it leaves me with one card not on the deck, but in the right hand free, okay? But in performance, what I did rather than top changing is you can just do double lift. I say, so fine, and I leave that out jogged there, held just on the corner, and I say, so of course that's the one you want to keep. Now, different than when I performed it for here on the tape is I actually have this opened and read first. You'll give away the queen, hide the ace, and keep the six. And I turn them over in this order. I say, well, you gave this one away, and it was the queen. Okay, now you can clean up if you want, using the KM move, sliding that card off with your fingers, or you can simply pause there. It's not a big deal. There's no heat on this. Okay, boom. Say, so you decide to give away the queen. Now I spread through the cards, And of course, the first card, face-up card I come to is the ace. I don't go all the way to reveal this one down here. I just spread through. It says, hide the ace. And then you have the nice rule of 3 drama. Okay, you leave this out, jog there, and say, and finally, it says, keep the 6, turn over the one you're holding or the one you slipped in your pocket or whatever. They turn it over, and they see they have the 6. You were able to predict what they gave away, what they hid, and what they would eventually keep.
There you have it. I think you'll agree, a very cool mentalism effect. Hope you enjoyed it. Give it some practice. Amaze somebody with it really, really soon. And do not forget, if you're into mentalism, definitely check out this week's promotion at SankeyMagic.com. The promotion combining mind-bending with Sixth Sense, okay? Together, they're crazy. Lots of really cool techniques. The gimmicks are cool for Sixth Sense. You're going to love it as a combination. $60 value for just $24.95. Click the link and check it out. Place your order today.